All right, welcome to whatever day this is, day 7, something like that. Day 7 of Apocalypse Chair Yoga. Just gonna move my way back to the couch. Siobhan had some really great advice for me yesterday. Also, Eric did too. He said to unpin my curtain because it was distractingly asymmetrical, so I did that. And what Siobhan's advice was, which I thought was really good, is just a quick note on what kind of space we need, how to get set up. So you can either be sitting down like Kara is here on the floor. You can be sitting on a cushion if you like. Doesn't have to be on a mat, but maybe just a blanket for warmth. If you're sitting on a chair or a couch like me, you have a couple of options. You can either be sitting forward. This usually gives you a more active practice, or you can be sitting all the way back so that your knees are supported here by the couch. This is probably the least active practice. Well, actually, the least active practice would be just to lie down in Shavasana. Also possible. But yeah, sort of the next most relaxing way to do this is all the way back. And you do need some space around you. Like you can see that Kara has some space here. She's probably going to take some more active versions. She's going to lie down. I'm not going to lie down. I'm going to be sitting up the whole time. I'm going to do the breath work and the meditation and the Shavasana all in a seated position. But we are going to do some leg work today. Like yesterday we did Warrior 2. So my legs are pretty far apart here. So if your chairs are up too close to anything, then you might want to push it so that you have some room around you. And just one last time, I'm just going to say that Lara's doing the more active versions. Kara's probably going to do the middle version, and I'm going to do the least active versions. And today I'll definitely do a little bit of squatting work and goddess, because I like seeing James do goddess in jeans. Although I don't see him there, but I'm happy to know that it's happening. And we'll also do a little bit of knee work and a bit of footwork, because I've been doing a little more running than I normally would do in my normal life, because it's a solitary way to be outside and boost my immune system and stuff. So my feet are feeling it a little bit. So I'll do a little bit of footwork. I'm also going to go over something that I call my wrist protocol. If you practice with me normally, I'm just going to let a couple more people in. I haven't taken Katya's advice yet, but if you normally practice with me, you'll know the wrist protocol. There we go. You'll know my wrist protocol, and the wrist protocol is really great for chair yoga. It's something you can do at your desk anytime. Oh, more people. Okay. Hey, Artie. Hey, Artie. So let's begin. As we've been beginning here every day, find your connection to the floor, to the room around you. Feel the floor with your feet or your sits bones. Flutter your eyes closed. And deepen your breath slightly. The best tool that you have in these times is your breath. I know I say this every day, but it is so important. Breathing is this incredibly intimate process where a part of the room becomes a part of you. Bring all your awareness to that process now. Feel the coolness of the air as it enters your nostrils. And the warmth of the air as it exits your body. And this is funny, but I've been talking a lot about gratitude for nostrils. Keep going with your breath. I'm really feeling some gratitude for nostrils right now. 2 little air filters, front line of your defenses against everything, against dust, viruses, airborne anything. These brilliant little devices created by evolution right there on the front of your face. Begin to deepen your breath now. And by that I mean deepen both your inhale and your exhale. Place one hand on your belly, and perhaps the other hand on your chest. And as you inhale and exhale, notice both your chest and your belly moving. Can you, in fact, soften your belly so that it moves even a little more? Can you maybe even get a sense of your pelvic floor rising and falling? On the inhale, your pelvic floor goes down towards the couch or the floor. And on the exhale, lifts up a tiny bit. See how soft you can get in your lower body. That will help you to sense that rise and fall. Begin to count the length of your inhales and your exhales. And after you've done that for a few cycles, just see if you can make them even. Maybe even make them longer by 1 count. So make your inhale, let's say your inhale is 4 counts long. Make your exhale 4 counts long as well. If your hand on your belly is working for you and helps you, you can leave it there. Otherwise, you can return your hands to your thighs. Keep counting. We're going to move into astronaut breath now. So you practiced at counting the lengths of your inhales and exhales. Let's change that up a little bit. Inhale for 3 counts through your nose. Hold for 4. Exhale long and slow, 7 counts through your nose. Keep going. Inhale 3. Hold 4. Exhale 7. Inhale 3. Hold 4. Exhale 7. Keep going on your own breaths, your own count. You can switch those counts a little bit if you like to have a longer hold or a longer exhale. And we've been practicing this for almost a week now, those of you that have been here since the beginning. So astronaut breath should be becoming quite, well, routine for you, maybe. If that's so, you can now begin as you exhale to get a little more sophisticated. And as you exhale, release the muscles of your body, release everything, pelvic floor, belly, jaw, like a little mini shavasana for your 7 count exhale. And then on your inhale, you'll feel your body, your heart rate speeds up a little bit. Your body brightens a little. And then for your 7 count exhale, once again, you just go into like almost a little rest. Body gets really soft, hands get heavy on your legs. Practice that a few times. Inhale 3, brighten a little. Hold. And then exhale, soften. And soften, of course, does not mean slump. Soften just means soften what you can. Your torso muscles and your abs will still be energized. Try it one more time. So homework, I know I forgot to talk about homework. Let's go into Sufi Grind and I'll talk about homework. Begin to move your rib cage around in a big circle, as big as you can. Take these first few rounds to go as slowly as you can and to go as far around as you can. So homework is always astronaut breath in these times. I usually give different homework. I think I'm a big believer in homework. When I train yoga teachers, I also try to encourage them to give their students daily homework. You know, my brand is Java Yoga, and that's all about consistency. There's not much use. Oh, that's not true. I'm not going to even say that. It's great to do any amount of yoga that you can, but consistency is absolutely the key. So even if you don't practice every day formally, a few poses before you go to bed, a little bit of breath work, even some breath work after you go to bed while you're lying there, every little bit helps with consistency. Switch directions for your Sufi grind. Lara's probably going a little faster here than I am. Use your arm muscles, lean your fingertips into the flesh around your knees. Feel your fascia nice and bouncy and strong. And bring your breath into this. I like to exhale back and inhale forward. When you come forward, lift your chest. And when you come back, curve into a C curve. If you want a little more effort, you can bring your hands, your palms to your patellas, to your kneecaps, and pull back into a big C curve as you exhale. Last 3. And this is all about the muscles of your torso and abdominals. And then come to neutral. And then let's move quickly into seated cat-cow. So Lara's on hands and knees. Cat-cow can be done in so many different ways and so many different positions. The breath for seated cat-cow is so easy. Inhale forward, exhale back. And when you exhale back, belly button comes back towards your spine. You can make this quite vigorous, even though it's slow. And you can also go really fast in a more Kundalini way. And you can start with a breath of fire here. Warming up all the muscles, little tiny muscles in and around the paraspinals, the intercostals, all around your ribs. Or you can just keep going really nice and slow and breathing slow. Last few. If you have desk chair arms, you can even have your hands on your desk chair arms, and you can use your chair to pull yourself forward and back. Last two. Exhale, hold in a C curve today. Really pull your belly button back towards the back of your couch or your chair or the back of the room. Sink your chin into that little divot at the base of your throat that we've been working with so much. Thyroid and thymus are being compressed now. Take a few breaths here in an active C curve. And let's do the opposite. Roll your belly button forward. Lift your chest to the ceiling and take a little bit of a back bend. If you want more active version, you can bring your hands to your back and take a few breaths here. Big chest opener. Big deep breaths. Release your hands, shake them out if you like. Let's go into our twist that we've been doing quite regularly. Inhale overhead. Exhale, twist, one way or the other. I don't care. We're all alone in our living room, so there's lots of space. Twist your way to one side. And when you get over there, when you get into your full twist, place your hand on your knee and your hand on the chair behind you. Use a bit of muscle to rotate around and then take some really big belly breaths here. You can even take some breath of fire here if you like. And when you're done, however many feel good, release, come back through center. It's almost like your body will do this by itself. Inhale your arms overhead and twist to the other side. Find your twist. Imagine, someone said yesterday, it was really helpful when I said, imagine that my knee is on your spine and my shin is along your spine. You're pushing your head into my hand here, so your spine is long. That's on the inhale. And then on the exhale, exhale, twist. So on the inhale, grow. This is just like a normal yoga class. Exhale, twist. So much better. Last one, inhale, grow. Exhale, twist. Beautiful. Let your body come back through center. Find neutral. And let's go into this twist, this Kundalini twist. A lot of people are saying they're really enjoying the Kundalini twist part. If you don't want to do this vigorous twist, you can do this twist again, the twist that we just did. Twist and hold and breathe. But if you want a little bit more vigorous twist, keep your eyes facing forward. Keep your breath long or breath of fire. Whatever works. A little variation, if you still want the twist in your abdomen, you can bring fingertips to shoulders and keep twisting. We're trying to twist the middle back here, thoracic spine. You get lots of movement in your cervical spine and your low back, but we're really trying to take the twist into the middle back here. Last few breaths. One more. Breathe into your belly, twist in the middle back. And let's take an inhale up again. Exhale, twist one way or the other. Notice how it may feel different. Take your full twist here. Use some muscles. Deepen your breath. Pull your breath deep into your belly. Let your belly be soft and exhale long. A little change here. We're going to come back through center and then go in the other direction. So take a little bow in the other direction. So if you twisted left, take a little bow to the right. Really nice counter pose. Come on up. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. Inhale overhead. Twist in the opposite direction than you did, which would be the same direction as you bowed. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Really engage your diaphragm. Soften your belly. Make your belly as big as you can on the inhale and as small as you can on the exhale. One more deep breath. Remember, we're going to do that counter pose. Big exhale. Let your body come around and find that little counter pose. If you're on a couch, it's especially easy. If you're in an office chair, it's not as easy, but it feels good, that counter pose. Come on back up, and we're going to do, a couple people said that they found this very helpful, the wrist flicks. So open and close your fingers, or open and close your fists. You can be actually going, hands can go overhead and then down. You can breathe your hands overhead and exhale down. When I had tennis elbow, I had bilateral tennis elbow for 2 years. This is what fixed it. I know it's terrible. I know it feels really, really hard. When you can't do it anymore, shake your hands out in front, give them a good shake, and then go back and try a little more. And you'll probably feel echoes of this right up into your forearms tomorrow. It also makes me feel like I have no coordination or control over my fingertips anymore. Yeah, everybody shake your fingers out. Take a few breaths. And let's go into the wrist protocol now. We have a ball. Most of us have a ball. So grab, if you have a small ball, just grab the small ball and roll it between your palms. If you don't have a ball, you can just go straight into this part of the wrist protocol, which is the first part. Interlace your fingers and move your wrists around as much as you can. If you're working with the ball, take another few breaths. Feel all that activity in your palms. You can give a squeeze in one hand and a squeeze in the other hand, but we've already done a lot of squeezing, so probably you don't need to do too much of that. And then let your ball go to the side, interlace your fingers, and rotate your wrists. This is the same wrist protocol. I do it in almost every class when I do a lot of downward facing dogs or a lot of planks. So if you've worked with me, you've definitely done this before. And then reverse direction. So this is a little counterintuitive, this move for some people, but it doesn't really matter what you do. You can do it fast or you can do it slow. I like to do it slow and think about my wrists pushing forward, but everybody does it a little bit differently. Go in both directions. And then this is the hardest part of the wrist protocol. It's a wave. It's a wave that involves your shoulders. Just do your best, whatever kind of comes out here, it doesn't matter. We can't see each other really. If you can involve your shoulders, if you just want to stick with this movement, that's also fine. And then interlace your fingers if they've become unlaced and push your hands overhead. Really high up. Maybe you're feeling some echoes of that stuff we've been doing, those stretches that we've been doing. And now push your fingertips out in front of you. Look at your palms and come into a C curve with your spine. Push your palms up to the ceiling. And C curve. Last time, push your palms up to the ceiling. I like to inhale for this part. And then exhale for this part. And now puppy paws. Maverick is good at this one. Puppy paws, you can just do both, or I think I call them poodle paws. You can point both of your, sort of all your fingers towards the floor, or you can take your right hand and use gravity and kind of pull down on your left hand, and then the other way around. So your forearms are kind of straight. Your wrists are pointing up towards the ceiling, and your fingers are pointing down towards the floor. And you can just do it like this, like poodle paws, or you can use one hand at a time. If you use one hand, you get a deeper stretch. And then, of course, everyone knows this one. Pull your fingers back towards you. Take a few breaths. I figure there's so much work at home going on. Probably everybody's spending more time on their screens. So we need the wrist protocol even more than usual. Pull your fingertips back, both hands. If you have a ball, you can do twist. Remember yesterday we were doing twist and wiggle? You can do twist and wiggle in your forearms if you've got any sensitive places. This would be something I wish I had known when I had my tennis elbow issues. Push, twist, and wiggle. Anybody that was in Costa Rica with us did lots and lots of this last week. Push, twist, and wiggle. If you don't have a ball, just use your knuckles. If you've ever been to a physio for forearm stuff, they usually use like a tool for this, but you can do the same thing with your knuckles. Just run your knuckles along your forearm. Switch arms. Twist and wiggle if you have the ball. Last breath. Okay, put your ball aside for now. Let's do the beach ball stretch that we did yesterday. Inhale your arms overhead. Grab your right wrist with your left arm and come forward over a beach ball. We'll do it a little faster because lots of people did this yesterday. So really pulling with the left hand. Right arm is stretching long. Take a few breaths. And then rainbow up and pull that arm. Try to pull your right bum cheek off the couch or the floor. And then exhale. Just bend your arms now. Just take a little break. Bend your arms. We're not going to go all the way down. And then grab the other wrist. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and up and over a beach ball. Getting into all the big muscles of your back here, just below the shoulder blade. Belly button is pulling back towards the back of the couch. And then rainbow your fingers up towards the ceiling and try to pull your left bum cheek off the couch. And then release your arms, bend your elbows, and then come to a full release, come back to neutral, just sit, take a breath. Last arm pose, we'll do eagle arms today. We won't do eagle legs, just eagle arms. Inhale your arms overhead. And your right arm can come under your left. Scoop your arms so that your palms face together. This is your variation, a hug. Work your fingers towards each other across your back. Or eagle arms. And just take a few breaths, play here. We did this yesterday. Play, inhale up, exhale down. If your hands are in hug, you're inhaling up, exhaling down. And then finally release your arms and everybody hug. Right arm under. Really hug. Squiggle your fingers towards each other across your back. And really squeeze everything in. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Tighter, tighter, tighter. And then release, open your arms. And now left arm under right. Find your eagle arms. Play here for a couple of breaths. Inhale up. Exhale down. Close your eyes, go inside. Find your attention onto your back between your shoulder blades. Deepen your breath. Open your arms and everybody hug. Squeeze tighter, tighter, tighter. You can even forward fold here if you like. Take a few breaths. And then release. Feel all that fresh synovial fluid coming into shoulders, elbows. Bring your hands to your knees. Take a breath. Let's move into our sun salutes. I don't know if you want to do sun salutes standing up, Kara, whatever you want to do. You can even move off camera if you want. I'm going to do the sun salutes on my couch. And I'm going to extend my legs long. If you'd rather, you can keep your legs bent. It'll look exactly like what I'm doing. Your legs are just bent. Lara will be doing sun salutes standing up. Inhale your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, hands on legs. Lift your spine so it's parallel to the floor, and exhale, right knee in. Follow Lara if you're doing the standing one. And then exhale, right knee down to the floor. Inhale your left knee in. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Exhale, fold. And then back up. Exhale to neutral, mountain pose, Tadasana. Let's do it again with the left foot moving first this time. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left knee in. Exhale, release. Inhale, right knee in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, neutral. Tadasana. I think everybody's doing so awesome, though. Let's do another one on each side. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right knee in. Exhale, release. Inhale, left knee in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, neutral. Beautiful. One more, other side. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left knee comes in. Exhale, release. I love the variations, you guys. Inhale, right knee comes in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, neutral, hands onto your thighs. Take a break. I knew we would get that. Awesome. Today feels like the first day that we really synchronized that. Well done. Okay, let's do a little bit of leg flexibility here. First, if you have a ball, just grab the ball and place it under one of your feet and just roll around on the ball. Sorry. Well, I'll do a full foot protocol tomorrow. I don't really have time today. But just take a few breaths rolling out the ball under your foot. If you don't have a ball, spend the time either massaging the arches of your feet or slapping your feet is also awesome. Switch sides. Just livening up the fascia here. Kind of getting things moving, getting blood flow going. One more breath. And then place your ball to the side. If you're sitting, if you're standing, you can come up onto tippy toes. If you're sitting on a couch, you can still come up into tippy toes. Let's do that a couple of times. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. So you're coming up kind of like to a Barbie foot here. Exhale down. We're going to grow this after one more. Inhale up. Exhale down. If you're standing up, you can come into downward facing dog now. We're going to stretch our feet. If you're sitting on the couch, just stay exactly where you are. Inhale up. If you're in down dog, you can flip your toes over. If you're on the couch, just flip your toes over. You might want to do one at a time or both. I don't know if you can see my toes, but I'm flipping them over. You might just want to do one foot at a time. Just flip your toes over. Yeah, if you're in downward facing dog, or you can come forward into up dog is another option here, which also gives you that same top of foot stretch. We're just stretching out the top of our feet. So I'm just going from side to side here. This is actually going to make my pedicure last even less long, which I'm kind of worried about because there's nobody left to do pedicures. We're going to have to do our own pedicures. Part of this whole thing. Okay, flip your foot. Last side. Come back and give your feet a little shake. Give a little freestyle shake to your legs. If you're on the couch, lean back. This is an easier way. If you want to keep your feet on the ground, you just keep your heels on the ground and just let her kick your legs. If you want to come up and use your abs, you can come up and just kick. And then we're going to come into a squat. So we'll come into a couch squat. If you're standing, you can just take your regular squat. A couch squat looks a lot like couch goddess, except you can use your hands on the back of the couch. So come forward a little bit off of your chair or your couch. This is really awesome squatting here like this because you can really decide how deep you want to go down. Usually we just put a bunch of blocks underneath here, but when you've got the couch, you don't have to go down very far. You can hold on to the couch. You can still be back on the couch like this, or you can come off, lean on the couch, bring your arms to the couch, and go into whatever your squat is here. So come into your squat, whether you're standing or whether you're on the couch. I just thought of a variation. Couch squat is kind of like this too, I guess. Take 2 more breaths here and squat. We're going to come up into forward fold, standing forward fold. If you're on the couch, you can come up into couch forward fold. Bring your bum back onto the couch and exhale, forward fold. We're going to do this 3 different times. So take a breath here in forward fold. Big inhale, big exhale. And then move back into your squat, whatever that looks like. If it looks like this, if it looks like this, just move your bum to the edge of the couch and get a little tiny squat going on. Go down as low or as high as you like. Take a few breaths here. And then forward fold. If you're on the couch and you want to do regular forward fold, that's awesome. Or couch forward fold. Take a full breath cycle here. Soften your belly, release. Last one, third squat. Find your way to your squat, whatever it looks like. If you want your toes turned out to 45 degrees, sometimes that's helpful. Find your squat, couch squat, floor squat. Find your way. Close your eyes. Bring your attention to your inner thighs, your pelvis. Take a breath cycle. Get ready for your forward fold, last one. Forward fold, here we go. Exhale, fold, let gravity take you. Let gravity pull your head forward. And take a few more breaths. Begin to release very gently and quietly. Come back up to neutral. Last posture, we're going to take Janu Shirshasana or seated tree. If you're standing, you might want to come down to the ground. If you're on your chair and this is available to you, you can pull one leg into your lap, extend the other one in front of you. Sometimes this is actually just easier on the ground, but it's totally possible in a chair as well. Another option is bring your right foot over top of your left knee like we did a couple of days ago. Whatever option you're choosing, take a deep breath, extend your spine long towards the ceiling, and then exhale, fold. To minimize the effort here, you can bend the extended leg. Even if you're on the ground, you can bend the extended leg a little. Let gravity take you, release the back of your neck, and deepen your breath. Enjoy 3 big breaths here. Begin to slowly and gently release. Coming back up to neutral. Exchange your legs. Step the right. Pull your left in. Figuring out what Janu Shirshasana or seated tree looks like for you if you're on the couch or if you're seated. Exhale, find your way into your stretch. It might look like this. Lengthen your breath and take 3 more breaths here. When you finished your 3 breaths, begin to gently move your way back up to seated, neutral position. Find both feet on the floor or find your bum bones on the floor. Shake out your legs if you need to. Place your hands on your knees or thighs. Place your palms towards the ceiling. You can find any hand position here. If you have a meditation practice, you can find any hand position that works for you here. You can take a mudra, squish your first finger into your thumb if you like. Or just let your fingers be relaxed and curled. Please come back into your astronaut breath from the beginning of practice. Remember, it's inhale 3, hold for 4, exhale and release, soften your body for 7. Checking in with feet, lower legs, soften your knees. Soften pelvic floor, pelvis, trunk. Let gravity take your shoulders, especially on your next exhale. And let your next exhale soften your jaw, your tongue, the muscles of your scalp. And let your next exhale widen the space between your eyebrows. During your next long exhale, flutter your eyes open. Smile your face a little, soften the muscles of your cheeks, and widen your eyes. Bring your left hand to your heart and place your right hand over it. Just the middle of your chest. Just feel your breath. Feel the heaviness of your hands and your breath. Thank you so much, everyone, for practicing with us today. Our little group is getting a little bigger every day. It's growing by about 10 people every day, which I love that idea. Please share this link. I think we finally have the tech under control. So please share this link with anyone that you know that might benefit from this. Especially people, I was gonna say, especially people that are stuck inside. That's usually what I say about chair yoga, but we're all stuck inside now. So yeah, share it with anyone that you think might like to join. And they don't have to join every day, of course. Join whenever you want. I'll be here every day at 1. And yeah, just open up your mind to the powers of breath work. It can be really, really beneficial in these times. And I encourage you to try astronaut breath and share it with your family. Try it before you go to sleep tonight. Thank you so much. I'm going to unmute you all. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nikki. That was terrific.
Thank
you.
Thanks,
Carol,
Nikki.
if there's any more requests,
See
just,
you next
you're
time.
welcome. Thank you. See you next time. Let me know if there's any requests that you want. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Nikki. Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Bye,
Namaste,
Bye,
Yvonne.
Shivanya.
Bye, Sasha. Hi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.